Hey, y'all. Where is everybody? We're going to watch some JLR for a little while, then we might go find someone else to watch for a little while. But if you're here for the long haul, let's sit down and have some fun.
I really do. All right, chat. I want to talk. If you say you want to talk, you got to drop your number. People are saying I want to talk. They're sending me emails, but you gotta shoot me your phone number. Uh, you want to discuss the sheriff and his family, Katie from Maryland. All right, Katie. I'm going to bring you up, Katie. Katie's coming up. Katie wants to discuss about the sheriff and his family. This should be interesting. We'll see. Coming up. Coming up right now, Katie. You're going to get a 202 number.
Hey,
Hi, Katie. Good morning from
good
Maryland.
morning.
You want to
How
talk
are
about?
you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm so confused. I'm so confused by this entire case. I'm stressed.
All right. So let's talk. What do you want
Okay,
to talk
so
about? The sheriff and his family?
okay, so I've never been on board with the Tommaso or anything.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't get that vibe. But who am I? I'm not an investigator. I'm just a mom. But the sheriff has always been very suspicious to me. And I also think that with them having this show out and they're filming another season as we speak, it's like, did they want this, spotlight put on them? And why does the sheriff keep his family so quiet? I'm not from a big city, but I know like our sheriffs and our elected officials around here, their families are out in the open. They're holding signs during voting days. Like, you only see his wife. You don't see his kids or anything.
Why is
So
that?
I don't know.
Well,
But
maybe.
why are they so secret?
Well, a
And
lot of
who are
people.
they?
Well, a lot of people. Well, I mean, a lot of elected
I
officials and
don't
stuff
want
like that do
anybody.
bring their families to the forefront. Their families are side
Yeah.
by side and campaigning and different things like that. So you've never seen the sheriff and his family. Now, people have said, they compare the sheriff to a mafioso boss, some mob boss. Some people think he's compromised and he's cartel and cartels, maybe he keeps his family out of the spotlight because of, the dangers of being a sheriff.
Yeah. And it could be, like I said, I'm not from a big city. I'm very small town. So we all know everybody anyway. But
And y'all, we're still
I
trying to get a
do
hold of
feel like,
JLR today. I sent him another way,
I
told
don't
him I
know.
wanted to
I don't know.
talk.
He keeps his family
We will see what
very
happens.
quiet.
And for some reason, my laptop's being a total turd every single time I tried to expand. It was expanding the whole screen.
spotlight. And he has even been quoted saying,
But if you guys want to help me out, message JLR through email. It would be tips.jlr investigate. I have to go look. Let me a minute. It's T. text now. 580. Nice. Oh, it's not working.
That like he doesn't, you know, want his children if he has any. He's never even admitted, I don't think, that he has any. He recently said something about his son-in-law, and people were like, "What? You have kids?" Like, we didn't know that. So it's like, what? Do people? I mean, maybe people locally know,
Mm-hmm.
but I would just be curious. I would just be curious if he has kids or grandkids, what they look like, what they're into. You know, just because he's a sheriff doesn't mean that his kids are, you know,
Ay, ay, ay.
want to be in prison. We don't know. You know.
Do you have confidence in the sheriff in solving this case of Nancy Guthrie?
Oh hell no! I have more confidence in my 3-year-old to solve this case.
Whoa.
I mean, he has zero ability to solve this case. He has his head is bigger than the county he was elected for, and he needs to let the FBI. He should have let the FBI take over from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I do understand them thinking that she could have maybe just wandered off, and that's why they didn't handle this 100% day one. But as soon as they found out all the information about Annie, started getting these, which I think the ransoms have all been fake since the beginning.
Uh-huh.
But I think once media started storming in and they realized, like, oh crap, this isn't our normal, just I'm a grandma and I wandered off, FBI should have took over.
FBI should have took over.
100%. And I think that Sheriff Nanos now has this ego that's so big that he's not going to let anybody else, you know, step into this case. He's going to try. And I think he's hiding a lot, too. I don't think he's trying to stop it. I think he's trying to make it a cold case and make everybody he's making it impossible for people. I mean, that's like yesterday. I don't know if anybody else saw where, like, Ryan Ensign had interviewed, like, a guy that helps with searches, and he works with law enforcement all over the country. And Nanos won't work with him. And he has his own crew and everything. Like, he has his own crew. They have a tip line already opened. Like, I don't know who that guy was. I only saw bits and pieces of the interview, but I'm like, I would be bringing in everybody. Anybody and everybody. These sonar people that search waterways, which I know there's not many where you guys are, but still, bring them into the closest waterways that there are. I mean, there's got to be some somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
They're just not doing enough, in my opinion.
All right. So you give what where do you grade the sheriff here? What would you grade him?
I mean, he would definitely get an F in my book.
F for Sheriff Nanos. All right, thank you for your time. Stay safe out there in Maryland. Thank you for spending the time on JLR Investigates. Katie from Maryland.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Who else wants to talk? All right, so we got something here. Yvonne says it may be a serial killer. I want to talk about the Mary Bartell case that happened in Texas. Same circumstances, and the perp hunted at Walmart. Yvonne Kemp. I'm going to put Yvonne in. Come on in, Yvonne. I'm going to be giving you a call right now. What's going on with this Mary Bartell case? So stand by. We'll get you up in, and we will listen in to what you have to say.
Y'all, that's my text now number. If you text it,
all right,
call it.
I
will
right
not
number.
be answering.
Coming up.
A little FYI.
Tennessee.
I have it for certain occasions like this right here for YouTube. So I don't have to give out my real number.
Well, not available. If you're there, call me back. Call me back if you're there. Who else we got? Theory, licensed medical assistant. Lane. All right. I have a theory, which is Sally is going to include part of that family as well as a little bit of info on the pacemaker. All right. We're going to get you in. We're going to get you in. I like doing this. I actually like doing this. I want to hear from the people. This is coming from Lane. Come on in. 202 number calling.
Hi. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, I hear your phone echoing. So you're watching JLR Investigates. Good morning, Lane.
I am.
How's it going? What's your theories?
Okay. First on the pacemaker, the lady said the other day when she called in, and I don't mean to put her down or anything like that.
Whoa.
What's that?
So I'm finally gonna bust out the
budgeting app in
bitch.
base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Nina can't code.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
Possibly have that much going on, that many patients with their little stuff, it would just take too much time, effort, and money to monitor that.
What if you had a personal doctor, just one's designated to you?
You might find one, but what they do is they come out. They have right before my mom died, they came out the day before because she wanted it turned off, the pacemaker, and because she knew she was going to pass, and she didn't want it to kick her like a mule. So they come in with this round, and they put it on there, and it turns it off.
Mm-hmm.
They also come out if you have any problems, and they can hook something up that pulls all that data off there. And that's how they do it.
Okay.
They pull the data off. However, she had that little watch, the iWatch, whatever it was. So her data was going to that, but, when it was disconnected, it no longer was. But they can go back and see everything, before that, up to probably 30 days.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So, the pacemaker, you think this is going to be a key on this, on finding her with the pacemaker?
No, I don't think that's going to be the key. I think it's going to be the videos.
The videos.
The videos of the cars and things like that, or somebody's going to know something. I mean, yesterday I saw on one of these shows where somebody actually believes they saw the kidnapper, a neighbor, face to face, walking down the road.
Yes, that report did come out. It was a young Hispanic, right? 5'9".
Yes.
Red car too. Red car.
Well, but young to the people in that neighborhood could be 40. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I'm 67, and a 40-year-old is young to me.
Got you. We got that individual that neighbors have claimed to see. We got this white, you could call it a Kia Soul, or different vehicles that was seen about 2.5 miles away at 2:36 a.m. at the time of the kidnapping. We also have apparently authorities feel like the perp here could have been lurking around this area a couple weeks prior. We think maybe the 11th. We think the 11th or the 16th.
I think even before that, unless he's part of this family or neighborhood, it had to be even before that, because he's going to have to use a navigator to get out those back roads to get where he got within that 5 or 6 minutes from getting her. So he would have to use a navigator, or he would have had to have came up and down those roads repeatedly.
Yes.
To remember,
that's like me. That's like me.
Yeah.
For instance, my first few days here, GPS all the way. Absolutely. Had to use GPS, would not know how to even get here without GPS. Impossible, literally. But once you're here and you've been here a little bit, I don't even need to use GPS anymore.
Right, but in the dark without lights, would you, the way that car was spotted at the end, not at the beginning, but at the very end, would you know that route to go out? Because it was trying to avoid major roads by going that way.
Without GPS, again, at night, I drive here. Okay, for instance, I leave here at night all the time. When I'm done my streams, it's already dark. I have a specific route that I know to get out without GPS. But if I went this way, and I'm pointing, if I go south, right? Because I always go north up to Orange Grove. I go to Orange Grove. Like, that's the way I go out. But if I went this way, I don't think I can get out without GPS. Because it winds all around and eventually can take you to First Avenue, or it can take you to Campbell. Either or, going this way can eventually take you over to Campbell to the east, or you go south and navigate around. But it's complicated.
Hey y'all. Hello, Miss Can. How are you today, sweetheart? I missed my sweetie. So this just in, and I'm going to turn down dipshit here because I know how Candace feels about him.
Navigator.
But this comes in from JLR too. Two women just came up to the Nancy Guthrie house, but they're 100% certain who did this crime. They were crying. They are on their way to Pima County Sheriff's Department.
The body All right, Tomaso
Bam.
has low cropped ears up to his head. Okay.
This is a real deal. This is going to be great.
Flattened nose.
Uh-huh.
And he has the wide eyes. But the body shape,
But
if you look at
then
it, the way he's playing
again,
the guitar and he's doing all
I
that,
don't know.
the arms, the body shape is identical to him. And I'm not saying it is him. I'm just saying, in my eyes, that's what I see. But no matter what I come back to, it's always comes back to that family. It could be possibly somebody who has a grudge against Annie, not against Savannah, or even Tommaso, but more than likely Annie, because that's her mother.
Well, you raised an interesting point there, right? Because the sheriff more or less called Annie and Tommaso victims too, right? They're victims.
Please go ahead
and
do so. What are you doing with your lives?
In this case, when you had the Bitcoin guy that was, soliciting Bitcoin or whatever from the family after the Bitcoin, after the video, Annie and Tommaso is the ones that got the text, from this guy from California. But is it possible here, and you raised something that's interesting that I really hadn't thought about this angle, is it possible that somebody was doing this to get revenge on Annie? Like, because Annie seems like she's into this poetry stuff, kind of darkish and sinister. Let's be real, let's be honest, and maybe some sort of net group around her circle there wanted to get revenge on Annie by doing them, taking Nancy to get back at Annie and Tommaso for something. I mean, that's possible.
Or them as a couple. They could have scorned somebody as a couple. I mean, or she could have a stalker herself. Somebody that's madly in love with her. I don't know.
Well, there's a lot to it because the FBI again and authorities were searching their neighborhoods. This is miles and miles away. Nancy gets taken here. Why is the FBI and authorities going door to door for a 4-block radius, asking all the neighbors around there, about their base washes and the terrain and RV searching and pipes and going door to door and asking some of the neighbors to go in their homes and look. Why are they doing that in that neighborhood? This is a total separate neighborhood. Why? Why is the authorities there taking pictures at night that some people think is luminol, but flashes of photos at night inside their home? Why do you have the child against the children, the internet children against children pornography group? I don't know what it's called. You guys know offhand. I don't know that name of that group offhand. At their home there, and why are the digital forensics there? Like, why are things happening there? Why is their vehicle seized? Why their vehicle?
Just because the sheriff, he kind of talks. Sometimes I think that he just shoots things out of his head that he thinks, not necessarily that everybody does. And by him supposedly clearing the family, that could simply be to put them at ease. To put them at ease. The FBI has not cleared the family.
Or they could be victims, though. They really could be victims. I want to stay objective as possible, right? But the odds and the statistics and the last person's with somebody, is probably the most likely involved in these type of things. But we don't know these people from a can of beans, any of us, right? We don't know what their interests are. We don't know what goes on behind closed.
I'm a little bored. Just a little bit.
Psychics. Kasha wants to talk about psychics. Kasha, we're going to call you up. JLR investigates. We want to hear from people this morning as the sun is starting to rise here in the Catalina foothills. Sun is rising. It's coming up over Nancy Guthrie's home. It's going to be a hot one today, folks.
Put one in the chat if you would like to see Candace and Dawn on my
record heat this weekend. Might approach low 90s. Might be out here in the low 90s. Oh my goodness. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. All right, Kasha, I'm going to putting you in the pipeline. Stand by. You're going to get a 202 number.
Candace has been on my panel more than once. It's nothing new. I love my sister.
Here we go. Kasha.
I'm another mister.
Welcome aboard, Kasha.
Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for bringing me aboard. Odd call. Can you hear me?
Yeah, turn your thing down because you're echoing because you're watching.
So yes, I would like to talk to JLR. Even sharing it with you guys. Because I think I have a little bit more insight in Tucson than what he does. Than a lot of them do. Because I lived there. I know the area. I know the people in that area. I also know it's a very, very high skilled area. Come on, this was Savannah and Annie's and their brothers' home
And you see
since
the
they were
Buscadoras?
children.
See the what doors?
The Buscadoras.
What is that?
The searching mothers.
Oh, yes. They're out here, yes.
Yes, they're out there because they know something. They're very spiritually motivated women. My last name is Hispanic, as I was married to a Hispanic, but I'm white American. And the Buscadoras, they wrote that letter to the kidnapper. The most key words were, "Do not let the mother of Guadalupe weep." And she would pray on the rosary. Now, as you notice, every Hispanic just about in America has their altars with their Mother Mary with the rosaries hanging over them. They all do, trust me. They got the tattoos.
I meant that for
They're
Mr.
very
Fox.
much.
Art
She wrote
Fox.
that note directly to a Hispanic person. Because if she was just, it'd be the Mother of Mary for us here in America. Don't make the Mother of Mary weep. But she specifically said, the Mother of Guadalupe. She's the most highest respected over
Hey,
there
you
in that
two, how about giving me a
Mexican
follow and a
Hispanic
like?
area.
Hit that like button. What are you doing with your
I don't
lives?
understand why natives, and listen, I'm not live where people can hear
And
me.
I can't do these phone
No, people
calls.
are hearing you. Go for it.
Go down on it. He moved, had to pull out his ego and mess up the case. He's messed up the case from day one. And I don't know if that's because there was a threat made to his family and by using someone else in the family.
Somebody's calling you.
Yeah, this is my other crime-fighting partner. Hold on, she's going to sit. Ma'am, I cannot believe you have called while I'm on the phone with JR. Is that why you're calling? You hear me? No, I'm on the phone. Do you need me to let you know? I'll call you back. I'm on the phone with JR. Tell JR that we love him.
Midnight quit.
He's our man, financing. That's right.
All right, Financy, of course.
Boots to the
Art!
ground. Okay.
Boots to
Midnight.
the ground. It's called Boots on
Get
the
over
Ground.
here.
Boots to the ground on everything. Listen, this is what I want you to do. I want you to check your Facebook messages because there was stuff I put in there. I've seen a lot of jealousy and animosity towards you. People are posting negative stuff about you. And the funny thing is, we don't care. Nobody cares. We all have a past.
Okay, I'm done with that.
That's Andrew with Tucson News. Actually, he's out here doing every day too. Him right there, Andrew. This local reporter.
Midnight,
Just
that
one
was
of
not
very few
nice.
local reporters that have been out here every day, each and every day. He's out here every day, bright and early. Sometimes he's here earlier than me. Probably did the same thing to me. He's parked down the street. We got a deputy just sitting out here in front of his car. But I will say that the Pima County deputies,
Candace, go get Mom.
shout out to all of them, particular ones that have to sit in front of Nancy Guthrie's home in the driveway. I know it's tough. I know it's hot. I don't know if I could just sit in a car and just sit there for 8 hours or 6 hours.
I think everyone should go email
All right,
JLR and
so,
tell him that Taylor wants to
Let's see what
talk
else we
to her
have.
and send him my phone
Let's see
number.
if anybody else wants to talk. I'm gonna go check the things. I want to talk. I got a lot of I want to talks. Daphne says, "Call me." Sandra Velez. We will do Daphne. I have right?
Yeah, I've been trying to get contact with everybody to see that because I know my cards. One thing about me, I know.
And says that authorities didn't even knock on his door to ask anything about Luke or about surveillance or anything. And I think that's odd considering if you're trying to get a timeline and prove Luke is out there during the time of this crime, you would think they'd go to all the neighbors around there and ask them if they got any
Well, Communion
cameras
5,
or,
if you
footage
haven't
or
hit
anything
that
like
like
See if the
button,
Range
go
Rover
right on
coming in and
ahead.
out of that house.
And if you're not subbed up, what are you doing with your lives?
Because they've been going to other neighbors around here in reference to, out around
I'm
here.
always bringing new
numerous
true crime
locations
stuff to the
going door
table.
door, ask for surveillance. Why not in front of Luke's house?
Exactly.
Appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, Kelvin and Daphne.
And
You guys be
yesterday
safe.
All
was
right, you too now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
the 2-year
Appreciate the call.
anniversary of
I think
Sebastian
folks,
Wayne Drake
out here in
Rogers
front of
going
Nancy
missing.
Guthrie's home. JLR
Uh-uh.
investigates.
No. Quit.
A suspicious man got arrested
Like, get down.
last night here.
Fuck.
I truly doubt it's connected to this case whatsoever. A guy was driving around, creeping around here very, very slow and suspiciously with a picture of Nancy Guthrie on his phone. Authorities got wind of this suspicious car, pulled the guy over, which was literally like right here. Literally right when I rolled up, it was right here, and there was probably about 5 different deputies' vehicles all around here, and they made the dude do some sobriety tests.
I'm going to mute myself, though, you guys, really
And they
quick.
took him into custody. and then they drove his vehicle away from the scene. They didn't tow it from here, but the deputy just drove it away. So I don't know what that's about. He also did not speak any English. So see who else comes out of this craziness. It's starting to heat up out here. All right, so who else we got? Who else wants to talk? 8 o'clock in the morning. Just let me know. You want to talk. Leave your number. Ricky says Ricky wants to talk. I don't know what you want to talk about, Ricky, but you left your phone number. So we'll listen in.
Sound too low? Here's how to fix it. Open a sound boom. Instant volume boost up to 600%. Boom! Watch how the volume jumps. It's quick add to Chrome and super easy to use. Just one click and your sound gets loud. Sound boom. Fix low volume. Boost it up to 600%.
There, they. So you think it's multiple people?
Yes, sir, I do. And JR, I'll tell you what, I listened to something on YouTube the other day, and they're saying that they took her through tunnels.
Tunnels?
Yeah. And they went through some kind of, I don't know how they got her through the drain pipe, don't anything how big they are out there, but, you know, the way I understood, they could have took her through the tunnel and took her out that way. Because I was listening to something I found on YouTube, and it was tripped me out. I don't know if that could be far-fetched, but I know there is tunnels out there. And,
there is tunnels up the road. I mean, they're all on Orange Grove. That's where they found a backpack, and you can clearly walk through the tunnels. But it's, you know, significant distance. As far as tunnels around here in the neighborhood, I haven't seen any tunnels. I've seen some very small drainage pipes that go across the road, probably for water, you know, when it rains or whatever like that, to funnel the water. But here's the thing about it is you got a woman, 84-year-old woman. I mean, you gonna drag or carry someone over your shoulders significant distance?
Well, JLR, I'm gonna be. I'll tell you what, man. Now, I don't know if you know I'm totally blind, right?
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
okay.
Oh.
No, it's okay. Don't let that bother you. Hey, I'm a blessed man. But let me tell you this, JLR. I know what when you said the other day, when you said it's pitch black at nighttime out there. God, you run a lot. And JR, I'm so proud of you, buddy. You're a go-getter, and I appreciate that. And I'm glad you're out there for Nancy. And hey, people, if you got a few dollars.
We got any experts? I want to talk to some people. Do we have actually any experts? Experts. Come on in the chat. If you're an expert, you want to talk? We'd love to hear from you. We hear from. Hard to tell. That would be the Range Rover. You know, the Range Rover centered around this case. There's a vehicle also seen on surveillance. He says he knows cars. You think that one is a Range Rover? People are like, huh? A Range?
Huh. Maybe. But that was Nancy's Range Rover.
Range Rover. Thank you for that. Range Rover.
Yesterday, we're just waiting for her to pull up in that driveway. And everyone fell over with a fucking heart attack.
I'm going to actually tweet that out.
Y'all, they had a drunk driver out there last night that was driving by the memorial, very, very slowly. And one of the, I guess it was IRT, which IRT and JLR are not getting along.
One is that Annie and Tommaso were running into money problems, and they borrowed money from some heavy hitters, and then they were like, back in the day, the mafia.
Live shot outside Nancy Guthrie's home. Kind of spread it out a little bit. Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of different theories, right? But we can't say any theories so far-fetched unless somebody says UFOs or something really crazy. But, I mean, this is how the people think, folks. This is how some people are thinking, and you're probably thinking the same. It's agreeing on some people, not agreeing, but we just don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. Occam's razor. Dom C303 throws out Occam's razor. It could be a contractor Nancy was suing for bad, incomplete work. Now, Dom C303, I didn't see any lawsuits or litigation with Nancy in the court, the Pima County court system that I've seen. A disgruntled employee, a family member, Occam's razor, and keep it simple, stupid. KISS.
My phone
Occam's
number,
razor
matter of fact, you guys, I put it in
what
the
has been
chat.
brought
If you guys want to talk
alive.
and tell me what
People
you
just say
think
the
about this
simplest terms,
case,
but in the simplest
you
terms,
guys
the
can
people
call that
around,
number as well as my
you know,
text
the
now
family,
number and tell me what you
none
guys
of
think
the
about
person
the
that was seen at the footage does not look like any of the family members. So now we're expanding somebody out. But if it was anyone that worked on the house, pool person, maintenance person, gardener, whatever like that, they would recognize that person in a heartbeat. Who is it? Hired by somebody? Sherry Messina, 9755. Thank you for not giving up on Nancy. I mean, everyone's theory at this point, I think, provokes thought. Until we get a direction here. Herma, thank you for doing an awesome job. Would like to talk. I'm a medical assistant with first-hand knowledge on a pacemaker. Herma, shoot me an email. Herma, just put Herma. I want to
agree.
talk.
At this point in time, they definitely need to go more than 2 miles.
While we wait and see if there's
Knowing
any
that she's
action
been
going on.
kidnapped. 100% Vicky.
We'll bring in another.
Well, I think they need to go all the way down to Nogales and go through.
Lauren says she's a nurse.
In a sweep. Honestly,
bring in a nurse.
That's my opinion.
Nurse Lauren. You're coming up in the pipeline, Lauren.
But seriously, if anyone wants to call into me and tell me your opinions and your thoughts
Lauren.
on this case,
Hi,
I am more than willing to listen.
JLR investigates.
Hi, JLR. How are you?
Hi, Lauren.
I'm not doing phone calls.
The only student that ended up working for the cartel, so he was like
I'm trying to get to where the ladies come up crying. That's
driving
what I'm
around real
looking
slow. Maybe the guy knows information about Nancy Guthrie. Maybe it was somebody, gave him.
So if anyone has that timestamp, that would be great, especially one of my mods.
Who knows? But he got arrested.
Can or Arctic, either one of you two in the chat. If you guys can go figure out where those ladies come up to JLR and told them, crying, that they know who did this.
All right, Nikki from Dark Dives.
Please put it in chat.
She has a YouTube channel. She wants to talk. Nikki from Dark Dives. I'm gonna bring you in.
Matter of fact, you guys can call me and tell me what you think about JLR.
Something. They're saying now the dates of the next camera are 2 different dates. We don't know the other date for sure, but one of the dates that keeps floating around is January 11th. Just because there's numerous reasons. The neighbors were told apparently by authorities to check their footage from 9:00 p.m. to 11 p.m. or to midnight on the 11th. One of the maintenance man that works on a house just next door to Nancy Guthrie came up to my live and said feds were asking him about 11th and the 16th. The 11 Google trend search for the Google, trend search that people are talking about, so the 11th seems like that's like kind of a Find Nancy Friday on the channel. We want to know more about that vehicle or vehicles seen on that surveillance. Do we know how the dog died? Was it sick before? Maybe someone tried to get rid of it so they can do the kidnapping. Colonels 100 says, you know, like someone that has been there before. Now, people are saying that the dog was actually owned by Savannah. I've also heard that the dog died at the end of December, but we don't know the real story there with the dog. There's someone I don't
And
know.
you guys, if
and
you haven't hit that love like button, if you're not subbed up,
somebody can
go ahead
elaborate
and
on
do
that if they
that,
actually
please,
know.
this moment. Matter of fact, I learned some new information last night at the fireman banquet, I guess is what you'd call it. Pause. No, okay. At the fireman's banquet, I didn't know there was 12 cameras.
Murphy wants to talk
You
about
have
security cameras.
several on the outside, and then you have, I think they said,
All right, well, Chris Roach
2 in the
Investigates
halls,
just contacted me.
and
He
1
says
in
he
the
wants
living
to,
room, and 1 in the kitchen.
He has an update. We spoke yesterday to Chris Roach
The only places they don't have cameras are in the bedroom and the
back up in
bathrooms
the chat.
in that house.
I had a really good conversation with Chris Roach.
I want to know where the
yesterday,
rest of these
so he says
fucking
he has an
camera
update,
footage
so
are at.
he's also the
Why
one
we
letting me know
haven't
the
seen
FBI
them.
was around the corner at the time. All right, Chris Roach Investigates.
I think that would help a lot with this case.
Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Chris Roach Investigates. Welcome back.
Hello,
and I'm one of those, you don't have to tell us
tuned
everything.
in. Wanted to kind of run through an update for everyone that's listening. So, this morning, Kayla, she went to court. It looks like one charge was dismissed, and she's going to be reappearing in court with Luke in June. So that's that update.
But did she have a court hearing, or it was just moved forward?
She did have a court. Range Rover had an FBI search warrant where a federal judge signed off on that. That's a big deal.
It is. I mean, judges.
That's just not some phone call that just said, "Hey, I think this guy drove by last night." This was a big deal. So
to get a federal judge, magistrate judge, to sign off on a warrant is a big deal.
It is.
Or it could be a district judge, but they sign off on a warrant is a big deal.
And so to be looking for that. I don't think anyone's going to move back in there right away.
Away. Oh my God! A neighbor just came and offered me a parking spot in her driveway. So grateful.
Now, if we give you like some breaking news.
Yeah.
Cool.
If somebody comes, I'll move your little truck.
You're awesome. We love Fox News. All right, folks. So
You're the person with the gun, the person who would do anything to protect the ones you love. But did you know that you could go to jail?
No, I do not have YouTube Premium. No, I do not make money on my channel.
Everyone in the chat is a forum. Share what you have to think. I'm gonna shoot up the road real quick. I'm gonna take my wallet with me. I don't even have to bring my backpack, and we'll go from there. Yeah.
But
so we'll keep the stream up. You can see what's going on.
My
Let everyone know
Rumble,
in the
yes,
chat.
we do have a Rumble.
In about 15
if you're
minutes,
over in the Rumble, I do have it monetized.
Give me 1 second. All right, yeah, I'll be back. So, stand by, folks. Anything pops off, just let me know. I'll also watch on the feed here. So, be back soon. Thanks for watching.
So I'm guessing JLR took off to go get his car so he can go park somewhere. I figured the neighbors would come finally around to asking him.
Pod for you so y'all could see the cool man get here. Oh, can't really see. Not very good at this. Ooh. Moving y'all again. Comcast. Sorry, I hope y'all don't get seasick.
We're finally kind of getting caught up, you guys.
Media now here. Neighbor feels more safe with the media. Too. I keep this here. I'm gonna get my charger. Yeah, so totally grateful for the neighbor just around the corner. Said you can park in the driveway, and I'm so grateful. I'm sending them a bag of coffee, boots on the ground, coffee, JLR coffee, and they don't want anything. I'm sending them coffee anyway, and she said you're more than welcome to park here anytime. Appreciate everything you're doing out here, watching the channel. So I'm grateful. I had to go retrieve the car. We got the car. Now we're something pop. We're good. My guess is they are putting the best security on the house. Sheriff patrol can't stay forever, and the world knows that the house is empty right now. Well, Danny B. Another thing too is the neighbor said that offered the driver. She says, "I feel more safer with you guys here than not here in this area with media now here."
Yeah, because you guys are keeping him away if he is out there still.
Lights on here. I was like, and I get it. The more eyeballs on this area could make it safe for the neighbors. Because ain't nobody around here is going to be doing anything crazy like that in that situation.
I think Nance did this by throwing a tantrum because some bitch there in Arizona thinks it's fun to stir up drama.
I gotta charge this up. I'll be right back.
No, I don't use that term lightly, considering I call myself stitching bitching. And my friend Ed has such a hard time saying that. And no, I didn't do it to torture my friends.
Well, it did. All right, out here. See what's going on. What's going on? Inside Nancy Guthrie's home. We got the Comcast back. Speculate, folks. Why is Comcast here at the house? Again, Comcast. Comcast people are back. Comcast people back at Nancy Guthrie's home. Savannah Guthrie just posted 2 new Instagrams. Let's see.
Hello, Lynn. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If anyone would like to talk to me and tell me your opinion on the Nancy Guthrie case, other than, in chat, there is my phone number.
business truck back. Second day in a row, folks. What do you think this is about? Somebody just came out in the truck. Somebody just came out in the truck here.
That is my text now number. There we go. I just went and re-updated my text now, and I found out that I didn't have a text down number. So there it is again. On the screen. If anyone wants to talk to me and tell me what you think, I am more willing to take phone calls.
What's going on here? Dude, you got a ladder.
And don't forget to hit that love like button. Y'all, if it seems like it takes me a little bit to respond, it is a Comcast fan. It is Comcast Business. They've been there for the past 2 days. Like I said, I was told last night at the Fireman's Banquet that house had at least 12 cameras on it.
Like a ladder guy coming. A ladder guy. Comcast Business.
That's what firemen are reporting is they have heard 12 cameras. I never heard 12 cameras. I don't know about the rest of you. Has anyone else heard there's 12 cameras in that house or on that house? I only know about the two. There's the one in the back, one in the front. One in the front broke first, or that day that they killed, or the one in the back, they're assuming might have been broke on the 11th.
Thank you, Mary Nelson. Thank you. So it's just a flurry of activity out here this morning. We'll see what ends up happening to the house here. Numerous people.
The Comcast is there. They've been there for 2 days. You're so welcome, ma'am. I'm just, how many cameras have you guys heard that was on the house? Because I still don't think there was 12. I never heard 12 cameras in or on that house. Like I said, we know of 2.
I don't know anything about Jose. You know, he might
one that was broke the night she went missing, and we know the one that was broke, I guess, around the 11th of January. I'm trying to find where
you say go to the sheriff's
people
office.
come up and talk to JLR.
You know, that I said every minute counts.
And told them they knew who it was. That is what I'm working on.
Who it was? She wouldn't tell me. I said then go to the sheriff's office immediately. Go to the sheriff's office. I said, go collect the reward. Maybe it comes in. I just said I came with the philosophy: if you see something, say something. If you see something, say something. Buy the Fox
Lady. If you guys see it can all go live, let me know so that way we can get over to
Fox Lady a bag of boots on the grounds.
And I don't have to give JLR another view.
I got connected, so she's good. Thank you. So she's getting a bag of coffee. But yeah, I mean, somebody here, I actually said call 911 if you really are dead serious that you think you know who did this. I mean, that's the only encouragement I can give.
The video is too quiet? Boost your volume up to 600 sound boom. Your browser caps audio at 100%, but your speakers, they can do 6 times more.
And we are skipping that.
Just click to
I'm not monetized. I don't pay for premium.
Go to the authorities. Go to the authorities. Go to the FBI. Call FBI. Call. So they're on their way to authorities.
I guess
it will be interesting if those two did it and and crack the case.
We'll go ahead and just skip to the live, up-to-date stuff, then
We got the handyman.
No, there's a guy that's right by the.
Buddy, I'm going to go ask Rabbit a question real quick, so I'm going to mute. Because I want to know if they've heard there was 12 cameras on that house.
Almost looked like a brother there.
Huh? I'm gonna quit. So we'll do the Mount Lemon thing tomorrow. Sound good?
Yeah, especially you said tomorrow it's even gonna be hotter, huh? Or same about the same?
Yeah, but it'll be cooler up there.
Oh, well, you mean perfect.
70 up there, so we'll go up there and do the feed tomorrow. In the meantime, folks, this is a look of the scene at Nancy Guthrie's home. You can see the sheriff on the left, some media tents in front of the Guthrie home, and we're kind of just waiting to see what's happening here.
I sent the message, so
curious to know. Hey, it's you again. What do you got?
I was originally and just so you know, I work for Arizona State. I'm a state. So I wouldn't check. But please don't look at it. It's for you guys.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't know how many you guys have. But God bless you. I ain't gonna bother you. But
stay in touch. You have my number.
Absolutely. Seriously, it's good what you're doing.
Thank you.
You know,
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
We got
Here.
lunch.
Holy crap.
I'm Mexican from Chicago, but I went to the south side after I dropped you off. This pond. It's Mexican pond. It's pond? P-A-N.
Pond.
It's sweet bread.
Sweet bread.
Yep.
All right. Thank you very
All
much.
right, guys.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Okay. We got.
I'm sorry. I'm still pissed off at IRL.
Pond.
Or IRT.
Somebody that wanted to show support.
Thank you.
Hey, you five, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you're still some of the originals, awesome. If not, thanks for circulating out. And if you're on the rewatch stream, awesome. So to all of you, if you guys don't mind hitting that love like button and giving me a follow, that would be great. And next time with the fireman stuff, I will record some of the secret conversations that we have about true crime cases.
I'm very grateful. Oh, let me put the Petro. I got one left. The Petro. I'm gonna go Petro, one of these Jimmy Johns.
Nice.
So I can't even say his name right. The Petro.
Petro, John
Yeah.
DePetro. From Rhode Island.
I mean, I may not like JLR, but I'm not. One thing I will not do is stand there and run my mouth about you, and then act buddy with you where no one's
very grateful. Thank you. So I gave out sandwiches to everyone. We're good. We're hungry.
She doesn't want her name mentioned there, huh?
No.
Thank you to her.
Thank you to her. DePietro took a sandwich.
Nice.
I convinced him. He's like, no. I was like, take one. We have plenty. So all the streamers are hungry and fed, or all the streamers are fed. All the streamers are fed. And now I'm losing a little weight.
That is awesome. That these guys are getting fed.
Oh, look, it's roast beef. Literally roast beef. Listen, the consensus is a lot of people support eyes out here and seeing what's going on. I'm sure there's some that don't like it, but a lot of the neighbors, most of them, are thumbs up. Viewers, thumbs up. A lot of people, thumbs up. A lot of people around the area, thumbs up. Like, have you ever had really crazy negative interactions? We had like one woman down the street. You did? Mm-hmm. One time.
I think there's been some Karens out there, but most of them actually.
Well, they parked in front of her driveway.
I think it's bullshit they made you guys take down your tents, but
they
they're letting
continued
them.
to do it. They did one time. I'm like, excuse me.
Because there was.
30? I haven't confirmed it yet, but that's still going on? All right, approaching noon time, folks. We got people at the Guthrie house. License plate to what? The vehicle? The Ford Focus? Or the Kia Soul? Oh. Okay. There he is. He's the one that's been doing the cameras out here. The camera guy.
Y'all, it's gorgeous here in Oklahoma. Next week, we're going to supposedly get rain. Lots and lots of rain. Ah.
You want to go eat with her?
No, my stomach is messed. I just turned down dinner reservations with my mother-in-law. Sorry, y'all.
I might have to shift focus here in a second. So there was a total of about 35 then.
You, just you,
No,
building your app
not me.
on Base 44.
I didn't ever get that dropped. I'm waiting for Arctic to drop the Molly Miller stuff they put out. He's working on it, I guess, still.
Well, people are like making sure, seeing what's going on. Some people, next door neighbor had a pool person. Some reporters are now here at the scene. Live shot, bird's eye view outside Nancy Guthrie's home. You hear that? That was like earthquake kind of stuff. What is
We're behind us. To me, it's
firing off something?
we have mines around here. We're probably doing some.
Okay, I guess we can go over to what happened last night with Brian Enton. Because I'm getting a little bored. Just a little bit.
Two people sent me tips and said, action at Annie's house.
Are they?
I said source.
Well, they should be able to go.
I think we went over this last night, but okay. Not what I wanted. Okay. Let's get this correct, guys. Let's get this correct. Because this is a little odd. But I am going to share it with you.
Hey guys, so an update. It is now Thursday, day 26 in the search for Nancy Guthrie. I think I told you guys yesterday they're not letting anyone park in the entire neighborhood. They passed this ordinance trying to keep the media out, which just annoys me. So luckily one of the neighbors, super nice lady, I got to know her and her dog. She messaged me last.
Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to work this so I can figure out how to do this here.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update outside Nancy.
No, we ain't doing that.
Hey guys, so an update. It is now Thursday, day 26 in the search for Nancy Guthrie. I think I told you guys yesterday they're not letting anyone park in the entire neighborhood. They passed this ordinance trying to keep the media out, which just annoys me. So luckily one of the neighbors, super nice lady, I got to know her and her dog. She messaged me last night and she's like, you can definitely park in my driveway. She lives a little bit far from Nancy's house, not that far, but so I just parked in her driveway and now I'm gonna walk to Nancy's. And some of my other coworkers are already there. So I really appreciate her. I won't give out her information, but just shout out. If you're watching, you know who you are. Super nice of you to reach out to me and let me park in your driveway and help me out. It's hot today too. The timing is not good for this because it was cool some days and now it's super sunny and hot. But I'll keep you guys posted with any updates. I'm almost down there and I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, so an update. It is now Thursday, day 26 in the search for Nancy Guthrie. I think I told you guys yesterday they're not. Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update outside Nancy's. It is Wednesday night, day 20.
Okay.
Hey guys. Hey guys, so I'm outside Nancy Guthrie's house and just kind of give you an idea, there are some weird people that show up out here. And so there's this guy in this car right here, that blue car, who literally drove by, I'm not even joking, 50 to 100 times very slowly. And it was just weird. And he would go right by the memorial and just kept stopping literally 50 to 100 times tonight. And then one of the other photographers with the media tried to talk to him and saw that he had a picture of Nancy Guthrie on his phone in the car and was looking at it while he was driving by or something for the 50th time. So anyway, now the sheriff's office is talking to him and they've been talking to him for probably the last 20 minutes or so, and I think they might be trying to get a translator now. So it's probably nothing, but it is weird. There's some real just creepy people that come by. So anyway, that's kind of the latest outside the house. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Hey guys, so I'm outside Nancy Guthrie's house and just kind of give you an idea, there are some weird people that show up out here. And so there's this guy in this car right here, that blue car, who literally drove by, I'm not even joking, 50 to 100 times very slowly. And it was just weird. And he would go right by the memorial and just kept stopping literally 50 to 100 times tonight. And then like one of the other photographers with the media like tried to like talk to him and saw that he had like a picture of Nancy Guthrie on his phone in the car and was like looking at it while he was driving by or something for like the 50th time. So anyway, now the sheriff's office is talking to him, and they've been talking to him for probably the last 20 minutes or so, and I think they might be trying to get a translator now. So it's probably like nothing, but it is weird. Like there's some real just like creepy people that come by. So anyway, that's kind of the latest outside the house. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Hey guys, so I'm outside Nancy Guthrie's house and just kind of give you an idea. Like there are some weird people that show up out here. Hey guys, so a little update. Hey guys, so a little update to my previous video about the weird guy who was driving by like literally 50 times with the like picture of Nancy Guthrie on his phone when he looked in the window. He was arrested. It turns out he was arrested for DUI. We kind of watched the whole thing happen right here outside the house. Like they got him out of the car and then they did field sobriety tests and he ended up getting arrested. So they took him away. So it's kind of weird to see that all happen right outside Nancy's house. So that's pretty much the latest from outside here. Obviously, you guys, if you check out my latest episode on YouTube, I talk about this new surveillance video that's come out today, which is interesting from a camera 2.5 miles away, but the timing seems to really match up with when someone may have left Nancy's house when her pacemaker disconnected from her phone. So check that out. And that's really it. And you guys know now there's like no cars allowed on Nancy's street, parking wise, so we have to walk in. So I'm about to walk probably about maybe a mile in that direction in pitch black darkness, which is actually kind of freaking me out. And everyone's like, oh, there's coyotes, there's bobcats. So anyway, hopefully I'll be okay. Just joking, it'll be fine. But all right, talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so a little update to my previous video about the weird guy who was driving by like literally 50 times with the like picture of Nancy Guthrie on his phone when he looked in the window.
We'll see what the news
he was arrested. It turns out he was arrested for DUI. We kind of watched the whole thing happen right here outside the house. Like they got him out of the car and then they did field sobriety.
Let's see what some of the news is have out right now. Y'all, I can't with some of this. This is from 5 hours ago. Let's see what this is. It's from the Today Show, which is who Savannah works for. If no one knew, now you do.
This morning, almost a month after Nancy Guthrie went missing, investigators still combing through surveillance footage from the area around her house. Yesterday, this new Ring camera video emerging, obtained by Fox News Digital, showing a car driving down a street around 2:30 a.m. the night Nancy was taken. The street about 2.5 miles from her home, just outside that 2-mile perimeter where investigators had asked neighbors for any video they might have to help the case. The sheriff department saying they're aware of the car video. Authorities trying to piece together the puzzle of what happened to Nancy and answer the many questions that still remain, many of them on the minds of Savannah's loyal viewers who have flooded us with questions since Nancy went missing. One of the biggest, how did the suspect get into Nancy's home? We've asked the sheriff that several times. It's one of the things he just won't answer.
How do you think the suspect got into the home? Was the door unlocked? Did they have a key?
So I'm not going to go into whether that's forced entry, not forced entry, or my suspicions.
The sheriff also won't say if any blood was found inside the house, where the unknown mixed DNA was found at the property, or what other evidence they've sent out for testing, and if anything other than Nancy was taken from the home.
When you're transparent, it doesn't mean you just open your whole investigation up.
As for the current state of the case, one of you asked, what does it mean that the home is being given back to the Guthrie family? Former FBI Special Agent Brianna Fox says it's a standard part of the investigative process.
They feel like they've exhausted it in terms of every single piece of DNA, every single fiber, every single video camera.
Another question, do they have any credible new leads? Authorities haven't said, but since that emotional video from Savannah announcing a $1 million reward for information that leads to finding Nancy,
someone out there knows something.
Hundreds of new tips have flooded in, authorities still going through them. As everyone continues to search for answers, there have been overwhelming messages of support from viewers and Nancy's community. Everyone hoping Savannah's plea will be answered.
Help us bring our beloved mom home.
And another question that we've got is about staffing. What we know is that there are still scores of agents that are working this case, many of them boots on the ground here in Tucson. But a senior law enforcement official tells NBC News that they're also now centering some of them out of the FBI field office in Phoenix. This by no means suggests that they are giving up on this case. They say this is just where their investigators can best hunker down, analyze intel, go over all of that evidence, including the thousands of hours of video footage. An FBI official says that they have to watch every single piece of video in real time. Guys.
Yeah, Liz, thank you. I mean, thanks so much. I mean, that car, at least there's another little piece of the puzzle. But
it makes you wonder what the FBI can do. You know, one of those cars, there was multiple. It was around 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's certainly suspicious.
But I think you also made a good point with the announcement of that reward. Maybe that did encourage some folks to go back and look at video they may have or something that seemed a little off. Maybe that will encourage even more people to do it.
Do you guys ever sit here and think, I was just sitting here just in the middle of that piece thinking, I cannot believe it's been almost a month since she's been gone, sitting right here in this seat, and we just hope and pray that, well, keep the prayers coming, and we hope Savannah comes back soon, too.
Yes.
If you guys have any more information, anything that you think could be helpful, please call this tip line, 1-800-CALL-FBI.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Oh, doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. So let's see what else is out. Anything new?
Hey guys, so a little up.
I didn't tell you to do that. This is all over the videos that they found yesterday.
Right. More. Who knows the best route?
It's a you know what measuring contest, and where you're not going to come in and Bigfoot us. A lot of times, I think the local cops, the officials feel.
Yeah, we're good with you guys. I'm not even. I did that last night. This is out of the Fox News. Let's see what they got to say about this new video that emerged. I swear the sheriff botched this case. Like 1,000%.
Police are looking at a possible new lead in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie.
Oh, hopefully this is going to find her. I don't know. Dan Bowens, what do you know? Could it help crack the case?
Well, we hope so, Rosanna and Jerry. There's been no shortage of tips, tens of thousands, in fact, but investigators say meaningful leads, yeah, they've been hard to come by, even after the family offered that $1 million reward earlier this week. Now, there is a new video that could provide a fresh clue. Let's take a look. The images here obtained by Fox Digital. A Ring doorbell camera about 2 miles from Guthrie's Arizona home captured several cars that were passing through the area that same night. The same night that she disappeared. Investigators say at least 12 vehicles drove by between midnight and 6 a.m. on February 1st. with some seen around 2:30 a.m., right around the time the 84-year-old's pacemaker last synced with her phone. Now, the Pima County Sheriff's Department says it is aware of the video and is taking steps to review it. Unclear if they knew about it before or if it's something they're just now seeing. Maybe they can slow down those images, possibly to get any kind of details from those vehicles as they drive by. Will it lead to something? We'll find out. Well, with the lack of physical evidence, many experts believe investigators will also now be focusing on digital clues like cell phone data.
They're obviously looking for pattern of behavior. What is normal? What was in that area during the time when Nancy was kidnapped? All of those things come to play. Now, if the person prepped, they wouldn't ping that tower. But if they went ahead of time and scoped it out or planned, they would have. And then you can also look for entry and exit and then proximity pings, because eventually you're going to turn your phone back on.
Those phones always could provide clues, no doubt about it. Well, the FBI has received more than 23,000 tips since Guthrie's disappearance. More than 1,500 of those have come in since the family offered a reward of up to $1 million just this week, so more than 1,000 tips just this week. But in a sign things have slowed down a bit, officials acknowledge law enforcement no longer sees the need to seal off the family home as a possible crime scene or restrict the family from entering. In other words, they've already gathered all the evidence they think they can from the house, so it will now be returned to the Guthrie family. Also, according to reports, new parking restrictions are in effect near the residence. Neighbors apparently fed up with all the media that's been around there. Nancy Guthrie was last seen around 9:45 on January 31st, nearly a month ago. Now, in an emotional video this week, Savannah Guthrie acknowledged the possibility her mother may no longer be alive, but urged supporters to keep praying, saying the family still believes in a miracle. Roseanne and Jerry, back over to you.
All right. Well, anyway.
Give me 1 second, y'all. So there's that. That's really all the big news that, like, blew up last night. That's it. Okay. Anyways, that's what's going on. There's been new footage on the Nancy Guthrie case dropped last night. This new footage constantly dropping is driving me batshit crazy. Oh. And I want to thank everyone for being here again today. Thank you guys. I appreciate every one of you.
I go through tripods like crazy. I don't know why. I'm right in your shop.
If we ever get out of this death loop.
I like this system. But like I said, I go through tripods for no reason. I'm horrible with tripods. I go through them.
We have a different view, folks. We got to seek sanctuary here a little bit.
Let's try to put that down one. You think it'll affect your shot?
No,
Yeah,
but
probably.
I would, if we could get that down a little bit, then it might be shade up there too. You think so?
Yeah, well, just if it's not going to affect your, you want to go hit that down for me over there?
Yeah. You got it? I got it.
Just need to go check your film though. Can you see out of here?
I don't know.
Probably not. You
Probably
might
not.
be able to move up
Yeah.
or move your tripod down.
We could go. Yeah, I could move the tripod down. Yeah.
I'm not blocking your shot here.
Nah, you're good. Everybody gets to see you.
Oh, anyway, I need to. I need to close his.
Or let me adjust here. It's just not. It's just going to be temporary. I don't know.
What about right there? Is that then?
I have an idea. What is over here?
Watch your head coming in.
Oh, JLR. This fat ass is not helping you. Sorry. Dude, get up and help. If you're using their tank, get up and help. Shit, I guarantee that's IRT.
I'm trying to improvise here. Might take an adjustment. And I'm gonna go over here.
If you want to help move that table, let me know.
Yeah, let's move the table. Where do you want to move it? Back here?
Well, we could just move it over here.
I was gonna go right here at this
That's
spot
what I'm
right
saying.
here.
You can move the table right there.
Well, I was gonna move this tripod over here. We get a better view here. And then I have to lower it. See now it might be too. I don't know, man. I'm in a mess. Let me see here. You want to raise back up the thing?
Raise it up?
Yeah, I think we should raise it up. Does it just go up one more notch?
That's it.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
The other thing, even though I don't think we'll be breaking, we could bring it up a foot or two. Then, I mean, I don't know. Bring the whole thing up a foot or two.
Up the thing? You want to?
I think up here it's good. Yeah, that should be. Did we get any more shade?
I think so. I don't know.
Hold on. Move the table.
Move the table down here.
Just back 2 feet.
The solution could be a bar bringing a drill. And you could just drill another, whatever hole it is.
Yeah, right.
And you just drill one in.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
I bet Mark the Shark has a drill with him too.
Does he?
No, I'm just. Yeah, seems like he has a lot of.
That's everything.
It's cool for me for now. Plus, I can interact with people. We can do some Q&As and stuff. Let's see what's going on out here.
Almost like me.
Man, the sun is brutal, man.
Yeah.
It is, man.
Dude, it's brutal out here.
There's no breeze today, too.
There's no breeze.
This year was good because you had the little airflow.
You have the little airflow.
No airflow.
But once like 3:30 hits, I think we're much better.
I don't know how you do a 12-hour day out here.
I mean, this is just providing everyone what's going on in real time, covering the case. You never know things. I mean, every day something pops up, something weird. Somebody shows up. For the investigation. I actually like it lowered like this. I can talk more to all of you. Now that breeze feels good. Yeah. We have a nice operation, folks. I gotta go to that Speedway to get that umbrella camera.
To get what?
Oh, I got the same thing he got with for the umbrella.
Oh, nice.
And the Walmart right next door to it too.
Yeah. Well, that will be for the next, at least a few days. Next week it's supposed to go back cooler. It feels good in the shade.
As long as you're in the shade.
As long as you're in the shade, it feels
chilling.
really
You're
good.
Like, I could deal with it.
The sun starts shifting that way, so the shade thing is going to start coming up more and more.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
You're going to start getting sun soon.
We could strategize and
No, I think this is the best bet. They're not going crazy on these things. This is actually, I was saying, this. You know how far easement this goes?
That's what I heard you talking.
It literally goes. It has to be 15 feet.
Yeah.
And even on her side, they said, the sheriff said, as long as the tarps tents are out of the road, we have no problem. Because before they were all on the road, you know what I mean?
No, I ain't doing. Oh, yeah. How was it?
Live
you guys
outside.
have Jimmy John's in.
I got one as well, yeah. I don't think so.
You don't have them in Rhode Island?
So they're saying the guy, Jesus de Pino, or Jesus Antonio de Jesus Pino Campos, no connection to Nancy Guthrie. He was just out here drunk. Some drunk guy was out here. That's what was going on that aspect.
Next Saturday here, it would be 70 degrees.
70?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. This is unusually hot for right now. This is supposed to be our golden.
74 next Friday, 70 Saturday, 73 Sunday.
Tell the heat to go away.
We're not doing this in June.
I mean, I'll be here to June if we have to. You gonna be out here to June if it's not solved?
It's 120 in June.
Oh my goodness, really? Well, we can go to the sheriff's station.
No, we'll just get a motorhome and we'll park it up.
Go back to the sheriff's office.
Each window having a camera.
Or a generator. Get a big
Should we just
swamp
like do it
cooler.
just officially just cover this every day until Nancy's found?
Well, Well, it's interesting that they moved it to Phoenix, the FBI, and they pulled resources. Maybe that's normal, but it seems like they would want to stay where the case happened.
Everything they have, their workstation, everything is right there.
Do you think more tools and stuff for them to get?
Well, right now it's going through all the video.
Yeah.
And then, well, we know when you're traveling, you're going to go to breakfast, go to lunch, you're going to go to dinner. If you have agents that just they wake up in their own home, have breakfast, go to the office,
yeah,
or bring in lunch.
Hello.
One of the hard thing that I find about being out here is
who is this? Oh, Mark. No, it didn't get delivered yet.
So eliminate that.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate the offer. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Bye-bye.
The security sign.
Look at this.
The
Got something
sign.
going on.
Alarm sign.
Alarm signs?
Yeah, saying this property is protected by so and so.
Ah, they're putting on an alarm sign. This property is protected by what security?
What's going on? Hang on. Numerous people at Nancy Guthrie's home. Yes, we already know this. We've been knowing this.
What do you think? It says simply safe. Simply safe. Security says monitor 24/7. Simply safe. Home security. Simply safe. Here's the same guy over here. Simply safe.
It's funny, Newsweek went live with your story.
Newsweek?
Yeah,
When?
look at this.
Today?
Just a little while ago.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well, they did. Newsweek's watching. They went with the story about the two women. You see the two women? The two women came up to me. They had tats all over them and said they were crying. They said they know who did this. And I encouraged them to go to the sheriff's office immediately, and they wanted me to go with them. Can you send that to me?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, boss.
What's this I'm hearing about some ladies coming up and saying
They
they know
did?
for certain who did it?
They came in an SUV, came out, she had tats all over her face. She said she came from an hour away, and she insists she knows who did it. And she was crying. And I'm like, why are you coming to me?
Yeah.
And she didn't know what to do. And I told her to go down to the sheriff's office immediately.
Yeah.
One, to collect your reward if your information, every minute counts. You know, might be the break of the case. And I tried to get information about who it was. She said multiple people. She wouldn't tell me. She was. So apparently she's on her way down there.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's big. At least that's another lead, right?
Yeah, I've had a couple people though, that you just never know.
Yeah.
You know what
Well,
I
it's
mean?
like, yeah, what's your intention? Do you really know?
Yeah.
Hopefully, though. At least they haven't said anything about the tents yet, right?
No. Tents are good, I think. I think we're good on the tents.
All right, man. Well, I'm around. You guys need anything?
Have your people see if there's like a Suburban with some women with tats.
Cool.
Could be legit. It might not be legit.
Hear the alarm somewhere? How long? Like a minute? Like how long? Yeah.
Oh, here we go. 2 individuals just approached JLR, and this has been an hour now. 2 individuals approached JLR investigates outside the home of Nancy Guthrie, claiming they knew who did this. They refused to go on camera and would not name anyone. JLR advised them to report it directly to the sheriff's office.
Simply Safe installed at Nancy Guthrie's home. It's called Simply Safe.
Huh.
You ever heard of them?
No, I've never heard
And
of
last night,
that.
breaking news, a man was arrested at Nancy Guthrie's home, acting suspicious with her photo on him and smiling like MJ, claiming he was driving by because he thought he saw someone who looked like Nancy. That's crazy.
I'm trying to find that screenshot and I can't find it, so you might want to just go to
Yeah.
Newsweek and I'll pull that up. People are saying to reach out to Teresa Caputo. Do you know her? That psychic lady? Teresa? No? You know her, right?
I've seen her.
Yeah, you've seen her?
Her ads online.
Yeah.
Teresa Cooper's coming to your town.
Yeah.
Have a lot of fun you've missed. A lot of answers.
She used to have
What's the guy's name too? That does it a lot. And all that stuff.
No, it's a little.
So it looks like the camera guy kind of faces on the cameras and the alarm system.
Simply Safe. New security system sought placed. Truck left. Truck left.
This goes dead now at this point.
Simply safe.
So someone was saying, remember that car that people were saying was parked on the side of the road?
Mm-hmm.
That it has the same lights as possibly one of those cars that was driving by in the newest video. The car has the exact tail lights as the car in the latest video.
But that one is red.
That one is red.
The car in the video was white.
Yeah, I'm just following up with these.
Former President Bill Clinton testified under oath that, to his knowledge, President Donald Trump was not involved in the death penalty.
Newsweek says about the two women. Newsweek asked about the two women. They say, when reached for comment, the Pima County Sheriff's Office did not confirm the details on the potential witnesses to Newsweek, reiterating that this remains an active investigation. We will continue until Nancy Guthrie is located and all leads have been exhausted. Well, isn't that interesting?
So we'll find out tonight if there's any raids or.
We'll find it out tonight. Live outside Nancy Guthrie's home.
People are saying we don't know for sure if it's a white car, but I mean, there was multiple cars, but the one that they're pointing out, that one seemed to be white at that specific time, right?
It looked white to me. Oh, another car leaving.
Another installation guy.
Another installation guy leaving.
Which means that home has been turned over to the family already, because if they were able to go in there and install sensors on the windows, doors, and walk freely inside their home. Joe, batteries for drones expensive. It needs more. Replace my son's drone with hell charge. I haven't even checked the batteries because they do go out.
It is approaching 1 o'clock hour, folks.
My 3 batteries, 2 of them don't work no more, so save up some money. The new drone, because I want the drone with the smart controller.
Oh, here comes a car. The truck
installed.
Its security's installed.
It's a nice truck. Dude.
That's a nice truck.
Yeah, I really like that.
How much is that worth? 70?
70 or 80 now.
Brand new, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it.
4x4.
There it goes.
Installing security cameras must have been good.
59A. $85. People say 85.
85?
85, yeah.
85K.
85K. 85K. This feels like Death Valley out here.
It is the
It's Death Valley. It's Death Valley out here.
Dude, it's so hot.
All right. Well, these people, locals are already saying this is nothing.
No, this is golden.
Also, what should I do? Should I end the live and wait until there's some breaking news? Or do you guys want me to keep streaming JLR? Put a 1 in chat if you want me to keep streaming JLR. Put a 2 in chat if you want me to end it. Because my neighbor dogs are not being very quiet, and quite honestly, I'm bored.
It's time to enjoy yourself. It feels like Death Valley out here.
Winter time for him.
I don't know how JLR is just sitting there. It would drive me insane.
If it was 100, we wouldn't even be out. We wouldn't be able to be out here.
Really?
So this being this, like, this allows us to be out here. Not for 12 hours.
Someone on TikTok asked me, have they checked any local ponds?
There is no pond around here, right? Is there any water around here?
There's no.
Since y'all didn't give me an idea what you want me to do, I am ending this live for now. If there's any breaking news on the Nancy Guthrie case or any other case that I have been following, I will update you guys immediately. You guys have a fantastic day. Talk to you later. Bye, y'all.